This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, held discussions with King Mohammed VI of Morocco at Mushrif Palace in Abu Dhabi on Monday, in the presence of the Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces and Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Discussions focused on bolstering bilateral relations between the two countries in all fields, in addition to exchanging views on issues of common interests and recent developments in the region. And the ruler of Dubai also received Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed of Oman at Zabel Palace on Monday afternoon. And Sheikh Mohammed discussed with the Sultan bolstering relations between the UAE and Oman for the best interests of both peoples. The UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, attended a dinner banquet hosted by the Dubai government at the Burj Khalifa in honour of 500 global Forbes CEOs who are taking part in the Forbes Global CEO Conference 2012, held for the first time here in the Middle East. Sheikh Mohammed welcomed global Forbes CEOs and expressed his delight at meeting the elite group of international businessmen in the UAE, specifically in Dubai. Speaking about the UAE's success story with a focus on Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed confirmed to the audience that the UAE has weathered the global financial crisis and that its economy is now on the recovery path to regain its position and growth. Sheikh Mohammed also briefly told the success story of Emirates Airlines and how a vision and determination in 1985 produced one of the largest and most respected airline carriers in the world today, covering 160 destinations worldwide, a company that traces its success to a humble start with 2 passenger jets. The number of marine transport commuters in the first half of this year reached just under 7 million people, including passengers using the water bus or taxi and the traditional Abra, as revealed by RTA representatives at the 37th Interferry Conference and Exhibition. Held for the first time in the Middle East, the event was opened last night by His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Deputy Ruler of Dubai and Deputy Chairman of the Executive Council of Dubai. Attracting 30 firms from the region and abroad, delegates shared their marine mass transit modes with an emphasis on financial and environmental threats, which the shipping industry abroad is currently facing. Dubai's Roads and Transport Authority shed light on their future demand expectations and added that as new as this mode of transport may be, very soon it will match the ridership of the Emirates Metro. By 2020, the RTA will introduce 19 routes, catering to a range of locations, 40 terminals, and a fleet of 103 vessels.
In general, the public transportation should be subsidized from the government. That is for sure. But we are trying also to do our homework by doing the feasibility studies to be sure that the route that we selected is really demanded, or the type of mode of transportation is the required one, so we can serve the public, which is the main purpose, and at the same time trying to cover the cost. The cost is not the aim of the projects, as you know. It's to enhance the services, enhance the quality of life.
Meanwhile, Swedish delegate Jan-Erik Nilsson stressed that ship owners, specifically in Europe, have been hit hardest by the financial downturn. Nilsson says that obtaining credit, the uncertainty of economic growth and emission control are the main challenges.
It depends on what part of the world you are operating in. But if you take the European side, one of our biggest issues is emission control. And what is so special with shipping is that you always, by tradition, you have individual solutions in every place. And if we take a worldwide legislation and put over that, you will have individual consequences. And that is our problem, that we have individual consequences that in many cases are very difficult to analyze.
Campers who wish to make the most of the outdoors this winter season have been warned to obtain a permit from Dubai's municipality. Uninhabited outdoor spaces in the Emirate, especially desert areas, are popular among UAE residents during the cooler months of the year. According to local reports, the decision will better regulate such activities and will streamline temporary occupancy of uninhabited plots of land. According to the Director General of the municipality, His Excellency Engineer Hussein Nasser-Luta. The building of tents on the outskirts of Dubai for recreational and picnicking purposes has to be made known to the government entity. The maximum permit term will be 6 months and it will go beyond the end of April every year. The fee for a permit is 22 fils per square metre weekly for the required area of the camp. And the Dubai Health Authority has launched a dedicated clinic in Latifa Hospital for the diagnosis and treatment of endometriosis, announced today by senior officials. A first of its kind in the UAE, the medical facility will further enhance gynecological services and will also provide complementary diagnostic and therapeutic medical services to female patients. CEO Dr. Abdullah Al-Kayat says that the disease affects about 10% of women who are in the age group of 12 to 80 years old. Finally, over the centuries, the traditional garment worn by Indian women, the sari, has evolved and today is a fashion statement seen on international runways. Dating back to 5000 BC, the only element that has not changed is the pride that comes from wearing the sari. Last night, Evolving Influence hosted an event that brought together both culture and fashion from India. With a range of colourful saris on display, Indian women living in the UAE took centre stage and discussed its history, as well as the culture ramifications associated with it. The traditional garment reflects the community, wealth and overall status of the person who wears it. Made up of 28 states, the South Asian country is very diverse, according to Sonia Kirpalani, addressing that the dress is just as varied as India itself.
The sari, in fact, started as a very sensuous garment, and it's gone on to be more and more and more conservative. Our lifestyles, popular culture, technology, changes in climate, and definitely cross-cultural influences have changed the way sari is.
I think there is a marked difference in today's sari because it's more contemporarized. The fact that we do not want saris which we just stack up and not wear at all, makes a difference to the sari. The fact that a lot of collections today are centered on working women and saris that they could wear to work as well. There is a small group of them. I'm not saying everyone wears a sari, but the fact that there are saris available for women or day or night saris that they could work around.